My name is Sander Daniels. I'm a regional VP at Financial Services EMEA at Salesforce. And today with me...
And my name is Raja Singh. I'm the Senior Vice President of Products and Head of Insurance at Velocity.
Raja, before we start, if you had to point out one thing that really stands out from our joint proposition, what would it be?
So Sander, we have had this date on our calendar for quite some time to introduce our new set of digital insurance products, all based on the Salesforce platform. So these will be in addition to our contact center and our agent solutions, so that now you can actually modernize all your channels on the Salesforce platform.
Great, thank you. So whether you sell directly or via brokers, understanding customer behavior is more important than ever, I would say. Now, insurers would often say that they don't really have that much customer interaction compared to, for example, the likes of banks. And that also really means that every interaction you have with your clients has to count. I would say that customer relevance, the ability to have a natural dialogue regardless of the client's chosen channel, is what really drives customer satisfaction and NPS. It's, however, quite hard to do so. It has to be natural, often digital nowadays, and real time. And legacy infrastructure is often not able to cope with that. During our demo today, we will show you how the combination of Salesforce and Velocity took exactly that challenge on, and how that would drive customer relevance for your company. Yesterday you saw a demo which was also based on the combination of Velocity and Salesforce, which was given by Azure. And I'd like to point out that that was created with zero code. That ability to be quick to market, to adapt quickly to customer needs, I think is very relevant in this day and age. Clients also want convenience. And at Salesforce, we offer best-in-class mobile solutions, and we combine that with our Salesforce Communities offer. And the combination is really what drives seamless coordination between the insurer, the broker, and the end customer. And that is, again, of utmost importance for the customer's overall user experience. Now, in this respect, static customer profile data is simply not enough. I would think that most of you in the audience today have a campaign management solution, have a data lake or an MDM solution, and the majority of customer data you're analyzing there is static. It's profile data. So when you drive 3 or 4 offerings for the client from that limited set of data, the chances that your offer is really relevant, it really hits home with the clients, is relatively slim. So what we see is that best-in-class insurers are really moving to a real-time understanding of customer behavior. Real-time is really the word, because a dialogue that isn't real-time basically doesn't exist. Think of any dialogue you have in the normal face-to-face world. It is always real-time. It's always, responding to each other's point of view. And in a digital world, it's no different. For it to be natural, it's got to be real-time. Now, this is where Salesforce bought Crux, the biggest data management platform in the market that offers a real-time view of customer behavior across owned channels and third-party channels. So overall, our partner Velocity brings the deep insurance knowledge. They developed a framework that guides internal users, brokers, insurers through the entire process end-to-end. And together we developed leading solutions at Nationale-Nederlanden, New York Life, MetLife, and Allstate. And one last sentence, I think that the 3 things that really stand out here is time to market, it is the ability to adapt very fast to customer needs, and the ability to have a positive return on investment within the first year. Over to you.
Thank you, Sander. So we're excited to share a brief demo today about how some of the concepts that Sander brought up can be applied in a multi-channel environment. So we're going to begin with a vignette about Sonia Fournier. And Sophia is a French millennial, and she currently has car insurance with our fictitious insurance company. We're going to start in the web channel, and this is our new portal product based on the Salesforce platform. This is a solution that can be white labeled, so you can replace the styling, but still reuse all the business logic and underlying technology. We see here for Sophia that she has her one auto policy, a summary of some recent interactions, and then a series of dynamic offers. Now these are offers that can be called from market data or from information that's provided us in the past. And we see that one big objective is to cross-sell her rental insurance and pick up some additional coverage that she may not have. So we're going to go ahead and click on the renter's policy. Now I'm now entering some of the velocity functionality, and everything that we're going to show you has been configured all without coding. So the business rules for rating, the process flow, the product definitions are all available through administrative features within our product platform. And all of it runs 100% within the Salesforce cloud. So we can start with a little bit of marketing information to give Sophia a context of what she might benefit. We can click on then, get a quote. We can answer just a few questions and pick her address, the address that she wants to be insured. That was a call out to Google. We can answer a few questions about the safety devices in this home that she's moving into, and then ask a question, for instance, if she plans to work out of her apartment. We click next and we can dial in some very specific coverages. Now Sophia is a fancy lady, so she likes to have a lot of jewelry, so we're going to increase the jewelry allowance and we'll leave the rest the same in terms of limits. Now when I click next, we're going to go out to the Velocity rating engine and calculate the premiums for each of these policies and put them into two different bundles for Sophia. One is the economy price and one is the superior price. And these are all defined within Velocity, so you can be very agile within your product administration and your product setup. I can pick one of these and then progress on with the quote process. Unfortunately though, when Sophia clicks next, she realizes that now is the time when she has to actually pay for this policy. And we all know that sometimes consumers, when they get to that final step of clicking the next button, sometimes they get cold feet. So in our example here today, we're going to show how this can actually be saved for a later point in time to come back. Now this is typically automated. I'm doing this manually here just for sake of the demo here at the show. But typically as the user steps through these scripts, every time they hit next, we actually save a copy of that so you can resume later. If Sophia were to call back into the contact center, and this view I'm showing here is our Velocity contact center solution built within Salesforce, we can see a summary of all her past interactions, all her policies, in this case just her one auto policy, but we also see that she has a pending quote for renter's insurance. Let me just refresh this to pick up the most recent quote that I saved. And then I can drill into that to resume at the exact same location that I left off, right here with those two packages. Now because I now have an experienced insurance person on the phone with Sophia, I may be able to help her over that final hump and make sure that she has the information she needs to purchase one of these policies. But in this case, because she's a little bit unsure about what exactly she needs, I can actually consult with her and provide a custom solution with just the limits that make sense for her solution. So in this case, unlike using the product bundles we defined previously, we can actually dial in specific coverages and re-rate the policy that's in a fashion that's custom for Sophia. I click next one more time. I see here that she has a previous payment method on file with us. She can select her Visa. And I click next to go ahead and finalize that purchase. Now to make sure that she has a record of everything, we also have a dynamic proposal generation capability. I can click here to generate a PDF. I can easily email it to her, but for sake of demonstration, I'm just going to download it and pop it up on my screen here. And this was all assembled in real time, dynamically, using a set of business rules, again, all without coding. Now, in the course of interaction with the customer, depending on how much we like big data and we like doing analysis, there's also many times when the customer will just share information with you. They'll volunteer information. And so we want to make sure that when we have a human interaction, we can take advantage of that. So Sophia may have shared that the reason that she's actually moving is she's moving in with her fiance and she's about to get married. Now that's a pretty important event for insurance companies. So we offer the ability through Velocity Profiles to quickly add those type of life events. So we can add, for instance, that she has a pending marriage coming up. And then when I step back, our dynamic offer algorithm again resets all those offers. So we have a new set of conversations that we can have with this customer to continue the journey. So we're almost concluded here on time. I want to invite everybody to come to our booth that we share with Salesforce in the exhibit hall, and we're happy to take you through how all this technology was configured, again, all without code. Thanks.
Thank you.